internet.
It's fine.
We're live. It's
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm gonna say that we are we are Long Island's greatest, but that's the wrong show. This is Love, Death, and Taxes, people. I want you to take a moment for it out of your day. Spend 20 minutes with this wonderful couple. We're going to talk to you about all of the wild things that are happening around right now. What's in that drink? What are you getting? Should
It's
I have
just
gotten a
water.
drink today?
Just water.
Yeah. Okay. So LinkedIn, we're back on LinkedIn now. I
Just
don't know what's
water.
going on. LinkedIn was like, oh, my water looks like just water too, but it's
Shh. Don't
J
spill all
Ray,
the secrets.
Misters J Ray and their wayward nephew. You know those guys? No, I don't think so. All right. So much happening in the last week. How was Valentine's Day? Did you enjoy?
Lovely. Thank you for asking.
Okay, okay.
We had such a lovely surprise
Hmm.
that I have to tell you.
Okay, great.
The place where we're going to every Valentine's Day,
Hmm.
usually they have special deal going on with the rooms. Just
Hmm.
for a small increase, you can get a beautiful suite, right?
Okay.
Well, this time I was asking for a particular suite, and they said there was a wedding, so all the rooms are taken. So no, okay, so we're gonna just stay in the room. But I said, well, you know what? I really wanted that suite. But it goes, there is another suite. I said, I wanted the other one. But I said, it's okay. The regular room is fine. They're giving us keys. We're going in, and I'm like, they made a mistake. We had such a gorgeous, gorgeous suite. It was a Carnegie suite. And I didn't send you pictures, did I? I did of the
I
room.
don't think so. Not of this room. Not this time.
Okay.
Before
Yeah.
you've sent
No,
me.
I have to send it to you. I have to send it. It was wow. It was
Okay.
really wow. The every year they come up with some new menu, some new drinks. Everything was just wonderful. We sat at the library. They give to every lady a nice red rose, beautiful live music. It was just lovely.
Good.
It was
Good.
lovely. So yes, we enjoyed ourselves very nice.
That is excellent and so lovely. Yes. Moving on.
Well, you don't want me to ask about yours?
Brian, what did you do for Valentine's Day? Work. Yeah, I went to work. And I think I was the only one. No, me and one other guy were there. That was it. I was like, what's going on? And he's married. I said to him, what are you doing here? You're breaking all the hearts of your betrothed. And he was like, oh, I never do that right. Oh, sorry. He's an Indian dude and I'm doing a terrible accent. But he laughed at me. He was like, what are you talking about? It's absolutely ridiculous. We don't do any of that. But yes, it sounds like a lot of people had a good time. It sounds like a lot of people had a good time. Whoops, if you're pregnant. Whoops, if you got caught cheated on. But otherwise, enjoy. I hope all y'all enjoy. You bring me something to try to achieve. So I'm thinking about like moving into that realm again, but that's not it's not right now. Work
You
is
know
work
what?
is work.
I told you I'm not losing hope. I'm gonna marry you off.
You get
I
married.
will. That's my goal. I'm gonna marry you off.
We need to see you go. Don't come to my house as a solo dolo ever again. Yeah. And then what great 3 day weekend. President's Day ends up, you get President's Day as well.
Yes.
And we're supposed to basically reflect on our presidents and everything that's how thankful and grateful we are for the presidents of the United States of America. And honestly, for everything that they stood for and put in place for us as the founding fathers. But it's a rough time right now, so it's a little bit more difficult to we try to be grateful. Yes, is
Um,
everything okay? What are you doing? What'd you find?
you know what? I just wanted to let you know that on President's Day, actually, I watched that mini series
Which
on
one?
President Garfield.
Oh, okay. Was
I
it?
Yes,
Tell
it is
me.
on Netflix. It's and actually his vice president was, well, who was after he was Chester Arthur. Quite interesting story about
Wait, what
involvement
was the
of
name of
the
the
character.
show? It's a weird show, right? It's like
Well,
a it's not
Death
named.
by Lightning.
Yes, yes.
Death by Lightning. Yes.
I'm going to see that. I have not seen it yet, but go ahead.
No, but it was quite interesting. I kind of fall into that. I wasn't exactly looking for that
Right,
particular
right.
movie, but I do love history, so I'm thinking, oh,
But
okay,
also it's
so
good actors too. They're like when you see
absolutely,
the screen,
yes,
yeah, it's like amazing guys.
yes. So the involvement of Chester Arthur was just amazing. Of the involvement of a character from just a puppet of a vice president evolving into actually a president who passed certain legislation that we're still using till,
Yes,
they serve us till today.
yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. And how Garfield, who had no inclination to become a president, sadly during the convention he was chosen because of the passionate speech, and how the corruption was actually eliminated. I was just really in awe of
This is
this movie.
another
So
thing. So there
yes,
was corruption. They came in and got it out of government.
which was quite a work that they have to do, and it was very nicely also shown how sometimes people assume that Garfield did this or Garfield did that, and sometimes life happened and it certain things happened that they eliminated people that they were corrupted. So but they give him the credit because it happened during
His
his
person.
time. Yeah, but
Interesting.
it's
Very interesting. Which
I
sounds
love it.
like
I
it's
just
the
love it.
opposite of what is happening right now. Like these guys that you're talking about were eliminating corruption as opposed to what we're dealing with right now. Fantastic. But still, everything right now seems very relevant. Everything I see on TV now is very relevant. There's a
Yes.
movie called Nuremberg. You should definitely check that out. That is the trial about the what the in the aftermath of World War II. Germany basically went on trial. The people who had done all the things that they had done, the atrocities they committed, and how they had come together in a conspiracy to make that happen, not only to Germany, but to the rest of the world, was completely on trial there. And they referred to them as the Nuremberg trials. Um, I don't know. Sounds like something that might be happening very soon as well. As long as things work out the way they're supposed to work out. And then I thought you were crossing yourself for a second, like please.
Well,
And
I'm
then
touching my
um,
veins.
and then I saw it was just on the TV, and honestly, I hadn't bothered to look at it. But I like Claire Danes. I've been a Claire Danes fan from a long time since um, Homeland. She used to do this show called Homeland, which I'm now going to go watch again. But she was in this movie called Civil War. and it's basically some modern day photographers trying to go from the South to come up to Washington, D.C. to see the president and talk to him during this time of the country is basically split. The country is very split into very, and people are harming one another. Sometimes they don't even know why they're harming one another. You're American? Yes, I'm American. Yeah, but what kind of American are you? And they're like, and you don't know how to answer that. Blow. So it was very interesting. I was like, oh snap, that sounds very possible right now. So that's wild. So yes, President's Day, Valentine's Day, whoop. Tuesday ends up being Fat Tuesday. So I saw a lot of stuff
Fat
in New
Thursday,
Orleans.
not Tuesday. It was Fat Thursday.
You can't do Fat Thursday because Lent is on Wednesday.
It was week before. So there
Oh,
was
you
two
know it was
different things.
last week?
Yeah, from my culture. From my culture, it's always Fat Thursday a week before the
Oh,
Ash Wednesday, where you eat a lot of ponchki, the Polish
really?
donuts. So that's
Interesting.
on Thursday. And
Mardi
then,
Gras.
yeah.
Yeah, here in the United States, they got Fat Tuesday and Mardi
Yes.
Gras. That happens before
Mhm.
Lent. So Mardi Gras is like, I think it's Monday, Tuesday, and then Tuesday is Fat Tuesday. But okay, I hear what you're saying. It's fine. It's all the same. Honestly, it's all the same to me. I see people enjoying themselves way too much because they want to make sure that they're good for their cross
Listen,
on
there's
Ash
nothing
Wednesday.
wrong with having some donuts, especially those Polish donuts. They are quite delicious and healthy for you, so especially for
Oh,
winter time.
let me say so. There's that, and then same day. Listen, I don't know if it's the calendar or the way the constellations are lining up, or the Earth and whatever is lining up. But it was also Lunar New Year on that Tuesday, so Chinese Lunar New Year,
Mhm.
which they've been doing for the last 30,000 freaking years.
Year of a
And we
horse.
are in, huh?
Year of a horse.
Yeah, it's the year of the fire horse, not just a regular horse. This only comes every 60 years. The year of the fire horse is going to bring rapid change, destruction, and building, and it is a time for powerful, decisive leaders. And if not, ooh, those people who get left behind get literally trampled on. So there's a whole thing about the Chinese Lunar New Year. So fire horse, and if you're a horse, if you were born in that cycle, it's 12 things on the zodiac, and this year is the horse. Um, you're
I'm a
you're
Taurus,
you're
so
looking to have a
do I
good year.
qualify?
What are you? What year are you?
I'm Taurus.
Yes, you're a Taurus, but that's the month.
That's a month. A year?
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah,
Yes, this would be
68.
based on your year. What was it?
68.
68. 1968. Year. Oh, we're dating you here. What year of the?
Yeah.
How did I not do this before? Oh, you're one of those. That makes sense.
What?
That makes sense.
Tell me, who am I?
Intelligent and agile. Year of the monkey.
Really?
Yeah,
That
year of the
makes
monkey.
sense.
I'm
Yeah.
an ox. I'm ox.
Hmm.
Slow but dependable, hardworking. I will be there by your side no matter what. But sometimes a little obstinate. When it comes time to change, I don't like it. So year of the fire horse is like not particularly. I gotta pick it up. Year of the fire horse. But monkeys, this is a
So I
great
can
year for
ride a
you.
horse.
Yeah, yeah. You can ride a horse. This is great for you. You'll be bouncing around. We
Well,
should get into that. We should do a whole show on this
yeah,
ridiculous horoscopes and what you call it.
absolutely.
Some people
That
like
makes
it.
sense. That makes sense. Beginning of the year, it started really fiery for me. Yes.
Yeah, it never is like right away, but it's supposed to. It's technically supposed to have started on Tuesday because that is when the lunar year. And there's a whole thing about these next 30 days because the moon is brand new, and you're supposed to like take advantage of them like right away. So there's a whole thing.
Ryan,
Get stuff done right now before
Ryan,
March.
Tuesday, my song was picked up by Amazon Music. On Wednesday was picked up by Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay. And I find out on Wednesday that my book went to Walmart, uh, book world organization, something like that. There's several different websites that I find out that my
Exactly.
book is up. So,
Nice. So the book is out, and the song, ladies and gentlemen, there is a theme song.
and the album is in works in the
album,
works.
album on the way. Yeah, album soon. An album coming soon. Yeah, it's fantastic. And every time I think about it, it's like, what? She made that thing happen. You made that thing happen. You pushed it out. That's great. That's great. Fantastic. All right. So what else? What else? What else? So yeah, Ash Wednesday, for those of you who are supposed to be giving things up for Lent, I hear a lot of people saying they're giving up social media. And I'm like, probably not the best time. Probably not the best time. Depends on your algorithm. Like if you're on your algorithm and all you get, I guess I get both of these. All you get is like girls going boing, yoing, 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 and you know,
They
goofy
do what? They do what?
and, and goofy pranks and AI slop, uh, Goyim slop, as they like to call it now. Wow, you can tell what's in my algorithm. Uh, Maybe, yeah, if that's the stuff that you get away from it. But there's a lot of news on social media that is not being covered. Because I consume all of it, right? I watch YouTube, I watch social media, and I watch regular broadcast news. And I am telling you, the big five are not carrying the news. CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, they're not carrying the real news. And when they're ready, they feed you things in like their skew. It's very interesting. Like I never thought CBS would be like that, but CBS recently got sold and bought by somebody new recently. I guess ABC every now and then peaks up, and I see them get the right things right. But NBC is garbage. Fox is garbage. I'm sorry, guys. I'm calling you garbage. You say whatever you want to say. But bottom line is, you're not carrying the news. Like I have not seen one story about the blockade in Cuba this entire week,
Mhm.
and that country is on the edge of a humanitarian disaster. I'm very surprised that it's just not working out that the way they're supposed to. I don't even know why. Why did I get on this, Agnes? Why did you let me do this? Why did I go there? What? It's fine.
Ryan, we're gonna go back to Valentine's Day if you're gonna continue.
We're gonna start all over again. We're just start the story all over again. I ain't much of a Casanova. No, and see that'll get us in trouble. But yes, you're having an amazing start to an amazing lunar new year. And you know what? I am also. But I want to be aware. You know what I mean? I want to see everything that's happening. I don't think that one of the things you should give away from Lent is social media. Find something else. Pay attention. Keep your head on a swivel because apparently they're out here buying very large warehouses to house people in every state. It's what does that mean? What does that mean? It's not enough of illegals to go in them. There's not enough. Something else is going on there. So that's weird. Anyway,
Aliens are coming.
yeah.
Uh, I see you threw me off.
Well, we were talking about Lent and things to give away for Lent and things not to
Yes,
do during
yes.
there.
The
What are you
thing
going to
to
do?
give out for land,
Mhm.
we should give out toxic people.
Give up toxic people. Great. As a matter of fact, and by the way, when you do things, you give things away, stop doing things on Lent. You are not supposed to go back to those things afterwards. The whole point of Lent is you're supposed to give up that thing afterwards as well. So you're like, I give up gossip. You should stop it after the 40 days and still keep on going. And by the way, Lent and Ramadan happening at the same exact time is
Yeah,
not a coincidence, people. That's the other thing that's happening. Like right now, I think people are breaking their fast, right? Because it's dark outside.
yeah.
So they're probably breaking their fast and eating basically through the night, eating and drinking through the night, taking care of themselves, whatever, because the whole day they did not eat. Some people at the work site today, um, we're talking about food. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't eat anywhere near you. I'm gonna go in there and make sure because they were hungry, and you could see that they were hungry. And they're not even allowed to have. Some of them say they're not allowed to have water. I was like,
Yeah,
what? You crazy? This sounds
yeah.
like you may hurt yourself. But yeah,
I heard that in some countries where Ramadan is observed, they
mhm.
actually cover the windows of the restaurants where actually the tourists will go and eat, but they are not allowed to eat. So
They're
they
not
will
allowed.
completely
Yeah.
cover the windows
Mhm.
so people wouldn't observe other people
That
eating.
makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, we got a gentleman at the office who is from Egypt, and he was talking a little bit about his experience. And there are a couple of people from India there as well, and they both have either Muslim people in their family or were Muslims and stuff, and we're talking about it. So it's very interesting to see all the different things like show up this year. Fat Tuesday or Fat Thursday, either way you want to look at it. Lunar New Year, Ramadan, Ash Wednesday, all like wrapped into one week. What a ridiculous week! And then all the people who passed away, including, I guess, the most prominent of them, Jesse Jackson, during Black History Month. So
Hmm.
I guess that's kind of like, yeah, we'll remember that now. Jesse Jackson, who was a civil rights leader akin to and attached to Martin Luther King at one point. Um, it was big here in New York, like marched for various causes. I think he went to try to be president.
He ran twice, I believe.
Yeah, at least two times, right?
Yeah.
Um, and although there seems to be a little bit of a tiff there, like literally paved the road for Barack Obama to move forward on. But at some point, Barack had to. Politics is very interesting, right? Barack had to remove himself from Jesse Jackson because even today, and definitely back then, referring to um, New York as a very uh, 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 very Jewish central town. I'm not going to repeat the words that he actually used, and I don't know if he did it on record. It's wild. I don't think he said it out loud. Or for like on
Oh,
a
that was picked up.
camera.
That was
Yeah,
picked
but it was
up.
picked up.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah.
so that was that for Barack to win, he had to basically turn him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
nowadays that may not even be that big a deal. Because there's so much crazy that people will choose you anyway. Case
Only
in point.
no, 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 no. You're mistaking particular person for everybody else. Everybody else who is semi-normal would not be allowed
Be
to be
allowed
in
to do
that
that,
situation or say certain things. They'll be
right?
cut off right there, uh, and
Normal
go
people.
nowhere.
Also, if you're a Democrat, Democrats do not suffer their own to do things that they don't like prejudice and whatever. They will tear you down. When the other side very well, like, well, it's our guy, and that's who we're gonna stick with. Doesn't matter. We're not gonna turn our back on that guy if he's gonna win. That's it. You can't get away from. But Democrats are very much like, oh, you screwed up. We're gonna kick you out the party, or we're gonna tear you down, or
Yeah.
we're gonna turn our back on you, or whatever. So it's very, very different. But yeah, that was it for him. He'd go twice, and then that was over. And even though Michelle Obama actually knew Jesse Jackson and I guess his daughters, and introduced him to Barack Obama, who eventually, went on to become president of the United States. Um, my understanding is he had to separate himself from that because of that issue, and that was a thing that happened a lot in the 90s, and late 80s in New York with black politicians, because the truth is those are two of the biggest here in New York, the civil rights movement guys and the Hasidim and or Jewish. There's a lot of that, and so there was a lot of clashing. I specifically remember how Crown Heights was a problem. So you had to figure that out. You had to navigate that here in New York in like the 1990s and whatever. When I came here in '93, woo, place was hot. Beating people up over in there was Rodney King, there was Abdou Diallo, there was, oh my gosh, there was a march every week almost, because there was always something.
At the time that happened
Mm-hmm.
to Mr. Diallo,
Yeah.
I lived on the same street, three
Really?
three doors down from him,
What?
from when it happened. Three
Yeah.
doors down.
You know, you hood, Agnes. Sometimes people don't recognize. Agnes, Agnes will cut you.
Watch it. I know how to fight. Watch it out.
No question in my mind. No question in my mind.
My
And
earrings off, my nails off, and let's go.
you ready? You ready? Wild. Wild.
Oh, the stories I could tell you.
Yeah.
The stories I could tell you.
Oh, please.
Once
Oh,
I was
I mean, we got a book full of them.
one. I didn't make the book. Once I was taking as a representative of Russian mafia, because I came up to the guy, because he was not nice and wasn't talking nicely to me, and he tried to scare me that he's gonna do all, this, not with me. So I came up at him, and then I scared him, a grown man, taller and much
Yeah,
bigger than me,
yeah.
and I scared him. I physically attacked him.
Because he's thinking you got juice. For you to not be afraid of him and to do that, but it's all that mother power.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like, you'd you can't leave your son motherless. You're not going to be threatened by some ruffian idiot on the street who's just trying to puff up his chest. You're going to. It is what it is. My mother once in Kingston, there are parts of Kingston you do not necessarily go. We had to go through there. We were walking through very briskly, and two guys cornered me, and she didn't even realize, because she was moving quickly and I was supposed to be following. I think I might have been 12 at the time, and it was weird. It was like they bodied me in a way that I didn't even realize that I was being stopped. I thought they were just in the way, but no, they had trapped me, and they ended up stealing my wallet. They were pickpockets, but one was in front and kept like moving to the side and whatever, and the other one was on this side, like it was, and it looked very natural, but they got my shirt. And then I started walking forward, and I was like, wait, I feel a little light. And my mother turns around and she's like, get my fucking wallet! Get my fucking wallet! And then she started moving toward, and they dropped it and ran. I was like, whoa, okay. And it wasn't even that much money in it. It was
Yeah.
barely any money in there. But mothers, man, mothers don't play. So I know that's what you were doing. You were protecting.
Self survival kicks
Yeah,
in, and then
yeah.
you don't care.
Not thinking about the
About
fact that
no, yeah,
they're
you
two
just go
dudes who
after
maybe have
what you need to have.
knives. Yeah, not thinking about that at all. But yeah, so Jesse Jackson, a lot of actors, huh? Robert Duvall, of Godfather fame.
What a history he
Uh,
left behind him. Yeah.
yeah, man, Apocalypse Now. That's one of my favorites. I love that movie, and all the stuff that it's left behind. Like that movie trails into so many other things. Um, Eric Dane, the guy from McSteamy, who's on that medical show, Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
He also passed away, but I don't know him from that. I know him from The Last Ship, which was like a show about a ship that was out to sea, and when they come to dock, like there's a terrible pandemic and everybody's dying, and so it's the last ship, and they have to stay out to sea because if they come in, then they'll get sick and whatever. And so it's one of those Navy ships, like a U.S. Navy ship, and they're basically going around and trying to figure out, how to stop the
Mhm.
pandemic and blah, blah, blah. And eventually, like they find one dude who was like in the cabinet, and they make him the president, but he doesn't want to be president. It was wild. It was a great show. Eric Dane was in it. Eric Dane is a great actor. Euphoria too, which is a
Yeah.
decent show. That was great too. Did you watch Dawson's Creek? Did you ever see that show, Dawson's Creek, at all?
You know what? A few episodes,
Okay,
not
it's like
exactly.
it was
Um,
very teeny bopper. It wasn't really. By the time it came out, it wasn't really for us. But if
yeah,
you,
a few episodes here and there, but uh, to be honest with you, even till now, I do not have a lot of time to sit and watch TV. I don't know what the heck am I doing, but uh, Uh, I have to tell you, for over a decade, I really do not have time to sit and just watch
watch
TV.
stuff,
There
yeah,
will be there will be moments like I had extra day for
yeah,
President's Day, so I said,
yeah.
okay, so let's see what I can watch. Um, but yeah, sometimes I have to sit down maybe every 8 weeks or so to catch up on certain
Try to
things
catch up on
and
things, yeah,
watch
before they disappear. But yeah, Dawson's Creek was like the lead character was James Vanderbeek, and he was the actual Dawson guy on it. And that was one of the TV shows, like the new kind of soap opera. After you had like Falcon Crest, and what was the other one? Jeez. Even things like General Hospital and whatever, like those were in the day, but then like Falcon Crest, and there were a couple other shows that showed up in the evening that were very drama and dramatic. And this one was more about kids and like launched into the WB era of that kind of TV show where everybody, like, they've even done like a version of Archie's comics. Remember Archie's comics? Now they have a show called Riverdale, I think, because that was the school that they went to. And so
Mhm.
it's very, you know, it's very young person centric, but serious at the same time. So that's what that was one of the shows that kicked off that whole era and whatever. So I remember James Vanderbeek being and every time I see him, like, I'm trying not to laugh because the guy passed away from cancer. But every time I see him, I think about him crying because there's a meme of him crying, and those of you who just James Vanderbeek crying meme, or I think it's called Dawson's crying, because Dawson's Creek, Dawson's crying. You can go look that up. And
Yeah, he left such a beautiful family,
yeah,
beautiful children, beautiful wife, and so is Eric Dane. You know, he left that he
also,
actually
yeah,
had beautiful relationship with his ex-wife when he got sick. She was the one by his side.
yeah.
It was good. It was beautiful. It was
You
really
gotta
beautiful.
tell you, I did not know where Rebecca Gayheart had gone. Like that was one of my crushes back in the day. Like, oh, and she came on TV. I was like, oh, look at this. This is a very attractive young woman. And she was very popular on whatever shows she was on or movies she was in or whatever not. So I had no idea where she went. Of course she got married to freaking McSteamy or whatever,
Yeah.
McDreamy. It's so wild. But yeah, that's the week. That was crazy. What a crazy week. I hope you enjoyed this show because we weren't necessarily doing a particular thing, but I thought maybe we just hang out and chit chat with one another instead. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. But yeah, if you are looking to get a hold of Seven Rings, One Love. That's where you can go get it over at agnesamisano.com, right? And remember, if you do want to talk to us, you want to send in an email, you can send it over at mailbag at Love, Death, and Taxes, and we'll pick that up. There is absolutely no judgment. No judgment. We don't care. We just want to know what you're doing. And if you like the show or any of the shows or whenever you see like and subscribe, please do. Please do. Agnes, have you anything else to say to them before you head out?
Oh, I don't want to spoil surprises, so I keep my mouth shut.
Oh, no.
But the fiery horse, it's running. Fiery horse, it's running.
Fire
That's all what I
horse!
have to say.
All right, ladies and gents, we'll see you next week. Enjoy. Take care.
Bye bye.